If you click this video, you're probably tired of making the same excuse that you never have enough time to start a side hustle. Today, you're going to learn a lucrative side hustle that you can set up in 15 minutes. This side hustle, we're going to use 3 different websites: Canva, Teespring, and Pinterest. Print on demand is a business model where sellers work with third-party vendors to create custom merchandise. This tutorial will be separated into 3 steps. Step number 1, creating the design. Step number 2, printing the design on a t-shirt. Step number 3, advertising and promoting the design. Let's dive in. Step 1 is to create the design. So today we're going to be using Canva as our photo editor today. So Canva has both a pre and a pro version. For today's example, we're going to use a pro version. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create the custom size design. So click on custom size right here, and then you're going to click on 4500 pixels by 5555 pixels. And the reason we want to make it that big is because we want it to be the biggest, like the highest resolution we can possible. So if you go over here on the left hand side, we're going to click on elements, and today's t-shirt design is going to be about a lion. So we're going to type in lion, and we're going to search for lion, click that, and we're going to click on graphics, and we're going to click see all. I like this one, so we're going to click on this one. So right before we do, just double check to make sure that this is licensable so you can actually use it through Canva. So the way to check that out is to click on the 3 dots here, and then it'll say free for Canva Pro. So click on the little eye symbol. So we can use this media safely in Canva design, and you can use it on social media. You can sell merchandise. We just want to make sure, get that out of the way. So we're good with the license, so we can use this image no problem. So we're going to click on the lion design, and what we want to do is we want to center it here a little bit because we're going to add some words. And I had a slogan in my head that I'm going to use, so we're going to go over here to text, and we're going to click on add a heading, and we're going to type in world's greatest dad. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drag it up here, and I want to make it kind of an arch so it kind of goes around the lion's head. So I'm going to actually change the font here. So let me change the font over here to Norwester. Okay. And then we're going to make it a little bit bigger here. So, okay. Let's make that font a little bit bigger. Let's stretch it out here. And then what we're going to do is we want it to be an arch. So we're going to click on here, go to effects, and then down here under shape, you can click on curve. So as you can see, it curves the text really nicely. Then I want to put another part at the very bottom. So I'm going to copy this text right here because I want to use the same font and roughly the same size. So I'm going to hit Control C or Command C, and then you just paste it. So you just copy and paste it. And so instead of the arch going from the top down, we want the arch to go from the bottom kind of to curve up. So all we have to do is click on effects, and for the curve, what we can do is we can swing the little bar the other way. So click on the little circle and we can swing it the other way, and it's going to start arching up. So we're going to arch it up this way, and then we're going to drag the text down. So drag the text down, and obviously we want to change this text here, and we're going to type in I'm not lying. How's that for a dad joke? That's awesome. Have you tried print on demand before? If you have, drop a comment down below and let me know about your experience. Also, if you're really liking this video, please hit the like button. That greatly helps out the channel. What we want to do is to follow Canva's rules as far as like the licensing. You need to add an image and the text and then maybe some other elements. So let's go over here and let's go to elements, and we're going to search for a star. Okay, so this looks nice. So let's click on this star here, and I want to shrink this down a little bit. So we're going to shrink it down and then put it on the side. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this because we want to put one on the other side too. So we can either hit Control C, Control V, or you can just hit duplicate and then bring it on this side. Okay. And as long as the numbers match up over here, when you're dragging it down, 53, 53, you know that it's going to be centered. We want to make this a little bit bigger. So we're going to make this 490. Okay. All right. I like how that's wrapped around. I love that. That's the ultimate dad joke. The ultimate dad joke. I'm not lying. That's actually something that I would say to my kids. I love that. So next up, what we're going to do is we want to make sure that this design is going to look good on both a white and a black shirt. So right now, as you can see, the background is white and the font is black. The color is black. So we want to keep this design for like a white background of a t-shirt, but also if we want to produce a black t-shirt, then you're going to have to do the opposite. So we want to make all of the font, we want to make that white. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. So we'll just save it as Lion Dad Shirt. So we're going to click on share and click on download. And what we want to do is make sure it's always a PNG. That's the highest quality. But in addition to that, you can make it a transparent background. So we want to click on transparent background and we're going to click on download. So once you do that, you're going to have an image that's really, really high quality because of the pixels that we created. But also on top of that, we're going to be able to put the actual image without the background. And we'll dive into that here in a little bit. So we have that saved. So all we have to do to make sure that we can put this on a black shirt is we're going to change the font color. So go back here and click on the color. Then we're going to change it to white. And we're going to do the stars. Make sure those are white too. Make sure this is all white. Okay. And we want to make sure that's white. And then this font is going to be white too. So, okay. I know what you're thinking. We can't see it. And this one looks like it still has a shadow on it. So let's go here and let's see. There's shadow. None. Okay. So what we want to do is we actually want to click on the background anywhere here, the white spot. And we're going to click here, the color wheel. And we're going to click on black. So now what it's going to do is this is our template for a black t-shirt. So the background itself, you want to think about the background of the image is going to be kind of coincide with like the color of the t-shirt. Right, so we're gonna save this as well. Same thing we did, Dad, Lion Dad Shirt, and we'll just name it black. And then click on share, and then click on download, and then make sure it's a PNG as well. And then click on transparent background, so we can take the template, just the core. So we want the image, the stars, and the text. So we're not gonna worry about the background because we're not pulling the background. So then we're gonna click on download, and as soon as you hit download, you get that image. Now, if you don't have Canva Pro or you don't want to pay for it, thankfully there are some free alternatives. So the first one is remove background. So remove.bg is a background remover for free. And the second one is photour.com. So you can go to either one of these, you can upload your image and you can remove the background for free. So you don't have to worry about paying for Canva Pro. Step 2 is to put the design on a t-shirt. Now today we're going to be using Teespring. If you go to teespring.com, click on login right here, then you can create an account. Once you create an account, you're going to log in to a dashboard that looks like this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on create product on the left hand side. Click on t-shirt. We're going to just do the classic crew neck t-shirt right here. So once you pull this up, it's going to tell you a couple different things. So design your product is at the very top, so you can add an image and you can add text, and then you can choose the product color. So basically, what is the color of the t-shirt that you want to use? And then next down is going to be pricing for the US and for Europe, and then the actual price of the t-shirt. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the image. So we're going to click on add image, and then we're going to select the images that we had from before. So we're going to click on, today we're going to try to do the white shirt first. Once you upload your image, it's going to present it here on the t-shirt. We're going to put our design right there. So if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can pull it and you can see if it goes outside the box, then it's too big and it's not going to show up in their print design area. So we have to make it a little smaller. So we want to just put it here as tall as we can, as close as we can to the very top of the t-shirt, like right below the collar. Here's the front of the t-shirt. If you wanted to put something on the back, all you'd have to do is click this drop down and click on back, and it'll flip the shirt around. So if we wanted to go through and we wanted to do the black shirt, we're going to have to actually delete this image. So we're going to hit delete on that, and then we're going to click on add image again, and then we're going to go down and we're going to say black background, and we're going to change the shirt here to a black background. Anytime that you select one of these little circles here, that's the background, the shirt color. We're going to go back over here and we're going to select, we can select multiple shirts. So if you wanted to say navy blue, maybe a red, maybe a green, so you can select up to 5. Down here under the pricing, the $22.99 is what a customer would pay for the t-shirt. So As you can see on the right hand side, it says $7.09 is your profit. So that's what you're going to take home. So you can adjust this and you can make it a little bit bigger. You can bump the cost of the shirt, because you got to remember it is a custom shirt. So people are willing to pay more for a custom shirt and a custom design. So $24.99, if we sold it at $24.99, then we'd make about a $9 profit. The next thing we want to do is we want to click on continue. And we're going to go over here to the listing. So if you wanted to add this design to other shirts, hoodies, mugs, that kind of thing, you could hit the plus sign right here and it would add it. So we're going to click on continue here. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to add the title and the description for the listing itself. For the title, we're going to go with World's Greatest Dad. I'm not lying. I love that. And for the description, I came up with a little something I'm going to paste in here. So you can just paste in a couple sentences in the description and make it really funny, kind of witty, you know, whatever the t-shirt design is about. Try to cultivate it to where someone's going to read it and be like, yep, I want to click on that. That's awesome. Then we're going to go down and we're going to edit the URL handle. So we can add some of the keywords in there for World's Greatest Dad, but also lion, so the descriptor is also in there too. So that just added at the end of the URL. And then visibility, obviously we want public, and then add it to an existing store, and then we're going to click on launch. So once you click on launch, that's going to make the listing go live and it will officially be on your store. Step 3, advertising and promoting the design. So we're going to come back over here to Canva and we're going to create our Pinterest pin. In the search bar, you're going to type in Pinterest pin and click on the pin down here, and we're going to create a blank pin. So click on the blank Pinterest pin and it's going to open up a template here. We're going to go over to unsplash.com and we want to search for a nice background image. So I thought maybe a wooden table would be a nice background image to really have the t-shirt pop. So we want the t-shirt to give the visual effect that it's actually being placed on the table. So I'm going to scroll down here. I like this image right here. So we're going to click on download. So click the download button, the down arrow, and then click on original size. And once you download it, you can upload it into Canva. Once it's uploaded, then we're going to stretch it out. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't fit exactly, because we're going to be using it as a background. We're going to go over here and we're going to search in elements and we're going to type in t-shirt. So we want to get the outline of a t-shirt. So we're going to stretch out the t-shirt. So we want to make it as big as we possibly can, still keeping it in the frame. We want to have the black shirt up top, and then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, duplicate it, copy it, and bring it down to the second image, because we want to make it a black one and a white one. So all we have to do in order to do that is we're going to go click on the color right here, and we're going to change this to white. We want the white text to be on the black shirt and the black text to be on the white shirt. But we're going to make sure the black text goes on the white t-shirt. So we're going to go down here, black text on the white t-shirt, bring it up a little tiny bit. The last thing I would say on the actual mock-up here is we want to give the t-shirt image a little bit of a drop shadow to kind of give it a little, to make it pop a little bit. So once you click on the image here, then you click on, you're going to go edit photo, and then you're going to go over here to shadows. So we're going to scroll down to shadows, and we're going to do a glow. So, and you want to make sure that the color is the opposite color. So if it's a black t-shirt, we want to make the glow white. There we go. So you can see a little glow behind it in the background. And the same thing we're going to do on the white t-shirt, but we're going to make the black glow. The next thing we want to do is we want to actually go through and we want to save. So we're going to save these. So we're going to do black lion t-shirt mock-up. We'll save that. So we're going to go to share, and then we're going to click on download. And remember, we don't need to worry about doing a transparent background because we want the background of the table in this shirt as well. So PNG, then we're going to just click on the first page because this is the black one. Click on done, and then click on download. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the white. Next, we're going to head over to Pinterest. So if you don't already have a Pinterest account, you can go to pinterest.com and you can sign up for a free account. So once you have your Pinterest account, you're going to click on this menu over here and then click on create pin. So here's where we're going to upload the image that we just created. So we're going to click here, so choose a file, and then we're going to select, we'll just do the black one first. So we'll select the mockup, click open. I'm going to type in World's Greatest Dad, I'm not lying. That makes me laugh every time. And then the description, we're going to come up with a description that's witty, that's funny, but also really ties into the shirt and the design. So now once we have our description in there, then we're going to add our link. So the link, we're going to go back to Teespring and we're going to copy the link directly from the listing so we can enter it in. Control copy, and we're going to go back into Pinterest and we're going to paste the link. So it's going to go directly back to that listing. Once we have our tags, then you can either publish this at a later date if you want to schedule it, or what you can do is you can hit publish right here in the top right corner and it's going to go live right now. It's going to show up as your first Pinterest pin right here on the very top. You can click on it, take a look, and then if you look up here, this is the link. So this is, if somebody clicks this link, it's going to go right to the listing. So you can click that link on top right there, or they can click the link down here and it goes to the same place. So that's how you upload your print-on-demand t-shirt design as a Pinterest pin. If you want to learn how I made almost $2,000 in one day with Pinterest affiliate marketing, make sure to watch this next video up here.